Hello and welcome everybody. We're back. We're back for game number 2 between Keen Gaming and Sun Gaming. You know, I would make fun about the lack of innovation behind those names if my Twitter handle wasn't, Skin Gaming, but still think it's
What is the other option like?
just Keen. Just Keen Esports. Actually, that's also pretty lame.
Like esports gaming
Sun Esports.
club.
Sun, yeah, I don't know. Especially a lot of the Chinese teams have like gaming just at the end there. LGD Gaming, Invictus Gaming. Anyway, game number 1 it wasn't bad. I think it was still pretty entertaining, but like you pointed out, the Dusa pick was pretty strong, of course, for Keen Gaming there.
Yep, but you could see the difference between this Medusa and the Medusa from a month ago. You can actually feel the difference. Even though they did not have a classic diffusal blade carrier, CK built into diffusal blade at one point, but at that time it was kind of late. Medusa just was out of control at the time.
No, but you make a good point, right? It's definitely different than what the Dusa we've seen, or like previously. Like this Dusa, they were able to kill over and over again, if anything. But of course, at some point, like you said, it was just a little bit too late. We have a different, we have a new draft, of course. We've seen AA. Haven't seen AA all day.
5 seconds
I like the hero. Also one of my favorite heroes.
Yeah, Sanking AA. This is a classic newbie opening. They played it since forever. Both of them have a good setup, global presence. Once Sanking gets a Blink Dagger, they can blow up pretty much anyone. Works well in the laning stage. You can go aggressive tri-lane, Cold Feet into Sanking stun. Just the extra now even works even better with the Chilling Touch. Kind of new touch of a Chilling Touch, would like to call it. The double flaw from Caustic Finale as well. With the Chilling Touch, that works amazing.
Keen Gaming with a bit of a sort of almost boring opener. Tiny Bane. Seen it quite a bit. Not necessarily that combo, but we see this here all the time, especially today. Have we seen Bane in every game? Almost every game.
Yeah, I think so. This is the thing when you sneak in a Tide Hunter. Like, enemy opens up with duo supports, and it's not that strong against Tide Hunter. Depends on what you're gonna pick as your safe laner. Like you can go for Ursa, maybe Luna as well.
Luna,
or you can go for a Timber. And if they pick, let's say, Luna and go with tri-lane, AA Luna Sanking is amazing together. And then have a Timber in solo lane against the Tide Hunter. That can work, or they can just try lane with a Luna. They have enough damage just to take down Tide Hunter every time.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point indeed. I like your point about the sneaking in the Tide Hunter. That's a good point. I mean, a lot of teams these days start with the opener of like 2 supports, right? Or for a while now, have, and good call on the Luna pick for sure. Together with the AA, really strong in the laning stage. A lot of damage. You mentioned the Chilling Touch, but of course the aura as well from the Luna. They could go aggressive, like you said, but honestly, it's not that bad against Tiny.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. They can kill him multiple times with it. They have like four stuns.
I like that they picked the Luna this early because they knew that
probably would not survive the second stage.
Yeah, agreed. Rubik picked up from Gaming.
Yeah, this is a good Rubik game. A lot of magical damage coming out of these 3 heroes, plus cool spells to steal. Yeah, Sanking, one of the best spell you can steal. No animation, plus Luna ulti. Luna ulti is pretty easy to steal.
Even Lucent Beam is a good spell to steal. Yeah, it's just a lot of burst damage. Like you mentioned, the instant cast time is pretty strong on him as well, of course. But how do you feel about that support duo in general, Bane Rubik?
I'm not a big fan of it. We've seen today, like
the Warlock
Witch Doctor, Bane plus Disruptor. Yeah. I prefer to have one hero like a Sanking, Tusk Clock, Night Stalker, something that can make a rotation on his own.
Obviously, a lot of teams do make this sort of like
Yeah.
support duo work.
Sure.
I mean,
What they can do is go for Doom if they want to count. They need a counter for a Tidehunter, so either just shut him down in a lane, get a Timber, or have that approach with the Doom on an off lane. Strong off laner.
Radiant team
that's
back.
actually a good call. Gonna go for the Death Prophet down. Want to add some more push to the LNM. Luna Death Prophet, good combo here.
That Prophet is one of the heroes that is super popular in Chinese scene. It's picked in the first phase
Dire team back.
sometimes as well.
I mean, it sort of does what a lot of Chinese teams want to do, right?
Yeah.
Group up and just take towers together, or just in general being able to take objectives. That's why Death Prophet, DK are really popular heroes, but also Tidehunter. Tidehunter is really popular
10
because
seconds remaining.
he's that utility core that just builds. I mean, we haven't seen the mech earlier, but just
5
builds utility
seconds
items, groups
remaining.
up with the rest of the team, threatens objectives, can take team fights
Dire
together.
team pick.
Yeah, and they really don't shy away from going for heroes that have big ultimates. We've seen the Void earlier today as well, banned now, but in general, don't mind those big ultimates. Could
Yeah.
even go for the back for the Brewmaster if they wanted to.
I think they can go for Underlord as
10
well.
seconds
Just group
remaining.
up as 5. That's hero that is
5 seconds remaining.
kind of started to being picked again. Just Underlord or either Doom or just put go aggressive trial and put a Timbersaw against the Tidehunter. That's my call. But what do I know?
Yeah, you're just a washed up
Yeah, exactly.
pro player.
Radiant team pick.
Damn, you do know.
I know stuff. I'm
know
good.
stuff.
I'm good at
No stuff.
good at picks.
Good at picks.
My
No,
hands don't work. Can't really match my brain.
So
I'm
maybe you
old,
just
man.
maybe you just need to coach then. I mean, you tried coaching
10
before already.
seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
wrong team though.
Yeah, just need to just knock on, I don't know,
5
EG's door or
seconds
something.
remaining.
So what do they need? They can put a Tiny on mid, or put him on a safe lane.
Against DP, I mean, they do have the like. I think you mentioned it earlier, right? How much does the DP really care about this dual lane mid if they do run a dual
She
lane?
does not. She's one of the
Exactly.
heroes that does not care about the dual lane. I don't see what. This is really great lineup from Sun Gaming.
No, I agree. Especially for the reasons you laid out. You know, the Doom makes a lot of sense here. I do like the Rubik more and more. Is there what's the worst spell you can steal here?
Sandstorm.
I guess maybe Ice Vortex.
Yeah. Yeah, but imagine if you steal level 4 Ice Vortex with
That's
offensive
actually, yeah, that's actually
with
pretty strong.
offensive aura from Rubik as well.
Tiny can blow
Yeah,
up
but they
everybody.
but they don't have any magical damage besides
All
Tiny.
Yeah. You have to be really quick. You steal Ice Vortex, plant them all over the team fight, just steal Luna, Lucid Beam, or like her ultimate.
I don't know, maybe maybe a gyro can turn things around for them. They need a
They need more carry potential than
Lena,
just
you may
the
now
Tiny.
select
I think.
your
And,
heroes.
I think the Lena is a little bit of a hybrid where you have a lot of magic burst damage, but also obviously that physical damage coming out.
I don't remember seeing Lena being effective for too damn long.
Also Chinese pick though, Lena mid. It's not.
Yeah, but
They do like it.
I want to see her being used again, but she seems so weak because of the Dragon Slave damage.
That said, there's a lot of easy targets for her to burst. She can't snowball out of control here. You know, she can feed onto the AA. Sanking Luna until she picks up a couple of items, also pretty squishy.
Yeah, I want to see the late game Luna once again scaling with that passive ability, like going for the right click damage. 6-slotted Lena.
Dude, that's fun to watch. I like it. I
It's
like
fun
the
to
build.
play as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I even forgot
Prepare
the
for
talents
battle.
that she has. It's been swapped around.
Yeah, I think the most notable one is, of course, the Fury Soul per stack at level 20. I think that's the most notable one. Everything else, I don't know, isn't really that impressive in my opinion.
25 damage is cool.
Oh, early on, yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty nice.
Yeah, plus it scales super good into the late game because of the attack speed.
And light strike rate damage actually makes it very easy to farm if you do go for it. You could go for healthy. I don't think it's a good
Damage,
it's a good pickup.
200. Let me just do the maths. 340. Yeah, if you go for light strike rate damage, you clear the whole creep wave.
Yeah.
With 2 spells.
30 seconds to battle.
Last time we saw, I believe it was Sun that took 3 runes. This time around, if anything, it looks like King Gaming want to take the third rune.
So they are gonna go for that aggressive tri-lane I was talking about. Have Doom in 1 versus 1 scenario.
First blood spilled here. They do find the Rubik. The light striker rate connects on the sacking. Looks like they want to go back though because they do not want to fight against that Soul Siphon. And it is Sun Gaming that can collect the 3 runes. So yes.
Oh, look at the build on Tidehunter. 3 mangoes. They want to swap the lanes. They don't want to have Tidehunter against the Doom because of Infernal Blade. The Doom would just destroy any melee in 1 versus 1. So they're swapping around. I expect Sun to react to that swap and swap again.
Who does that favor then?
Sun. Because they're a step ahead. I mean, they if because they just swapped, they got the first blood. Everyone's running top. Then do they have TPs? Let me just check. Yeah, well, Tidehunter has a TP.
So you could technically also follow it up.
Yeah.
Do you even rotate now? I feel like they just leave it the way it is right now, for maybe the first couple of levels.
I think they want to have Doom. Doom is level 2, so he can eat a creep. Not the best creep on the side.
He's gonna go for Scorched Earth to be more survivable in that lane. That tells me they're just gonna keep these lanes for now. Well, they do have a lot of kill potential down here. And Sacking is here. I'm surprised they're not gonna go for this. I guess they don't have any creep, so that's why they're not gonna go for it.
These creeps, when they're standing there. Okay, so they actually have a board.
Yeah,
it's
bullshit.
So you know they have a vision. Every time you're in this area and creeps close to you, you know they have a board.
Rubik getting harassed here. Luna wasn't part of that fight, so no kill here. But again, it feels like they should be able to find a kill here if they wanted to. If they really, really wanted to. Maybe wait for until Luna hits level 2, so for the Lucent Beam to follow it up. But afterwards...
No.
Exactly at that moment they go for it. What a timing. Pretty well coordinated.
Oh, double damage on Alina.
She's definitely not winning this lane.
Double damage.
I wouldn't quite say destroyed yet, but she's definitely not having a good time. Rubik even TP's mid probably to help out.
They can kill her actually. She has only level 1 Spirit Siphon.
It's
it's being pinged out by a Sanking. He saw it with the ward.
Radiant are
What's
scanning.
that scan though? Why doesn't he scan behind the tower? But well, now they definitely know. Good awareness here. Top lane, Doom getting zoned out of the lane by a Bane. Creep here. He eats the Diffusal creep as well, doesn't he? Or no, it's a mana burn.
So he's gonna just mana burn.
Keep mana burning everything. Oh, he's gonna run down the Bane. Well, forces up the back. This passive laning stage reminds me of the last game, honestly. Well, it's not necessarily passive. We have an aggressive tri-lane, of course. And they're gonna go for another kill here. It seems Ice Vortex scouts him out. And they do cancel the self. Another burst strike. This Tidehunter's tanky with those 3 mangoes, man.
With the fishes.
Not tanky enough.
Well, not
He's
tanky
just
enough.
regioning. Maybe if he had the level 2 Kraken Shell instead, maybe he would have lived. What's happening on the mid lane? 14 against 18. Well, as Lina gets more levels, she's gonna be more efficient. I think even more than DP, because she can just farm so easily with Dragon Slave.
Yeah, spells. And even, you know, later on, like level 7, level 8, she has more points into the dragon, into the Fury Soul as well. Makes it easier to harass as well. Haste now picked up on the second. Could maybe go for a kill into the Lina, and indeed they do. But it was pinged out. The question is Lina gonna go back in time? Yep. Oh, is she? Is she? Yeah, she's gonna stay in tower range. Oh, Nightmare onto the Sand King. They can go for this kill here for sure. Light Striker right on top. That's a kill. Very good kill. Good positioning from Bane. I mean, they did obviously also have that ward to scout it out, but I believe he also just literally planted it, so...
And that's a good setup. Can he go around? Maybe. Yeah,
No,
I don't think so. That Prophet
It's not an easy
too
kill.
tanky.
Yeah.
And Hunter's getting levels on the bottom, but Luna free farming. Even went for level 2 Lunar Blessing for the extra damage since they were tri-laning.
Also night vision. It's pretty nice. And technically speaking, it's the most effective, or
Yeah.
the most efficient upgrade because it doubles the night vision.
To you, my loyalty.
Well, again, laning stage, not necessarily passive, but just I think both teams sort of content with the way things are. Mid lane, maybe Bane wants to go for something here now.
Yeah, now they can take her down. Lina,
Level 5
level 5 still.
should be a kill.
Yeah. Oh, out of the range.
Just out of range.
Yeah, it's level 1 Nightmare.
Bottom lane, maybe Sun Gaming have more luck with their kill attempt here. A lot of damage here with the Chilling Touch, of course. Lift could... Oh, they lift him back because they want to be aggressive and get the kill first. They do get the kill first. Nightmare onto the Luna as well, so... They're not going to fight this kill for now, and the Tidehunter has another Kraken Shell up. Another... Anchor Smash.
Anchor Shell.
Anchor Shell. Anchor Smash.
They even rotated the DP Region Rune, plus Exorcism is ready.
Oh, that could be huge for them. Maybe transition it into a tower push.
Ah,
They
they
do have a siege creep.
They have a ward behind the tower.
Cast upon the tide.
Alright, this
Now drink deep of death.
she's gonna go for the Soul Siphon here with the Bane, but of course, one Nightmare is just gonna clear things out. And
I'll
effectively,
take
that's just DP
Dire's
wasting a lot of time here.
structures are fortified.
She's still gonna pop the ultimate.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lina just using Dragon Slave to remove the raindrop charges on a DP. How's our boy Doom doing top? He's alright. What about Tiny? 43-16 CS. Soul Ring. You know,
He's pretty much had free farm this entire game.
yeah, you
Doom
either,
can't really do much to contest him.
yeah, you either go for a Soul Ring or a Healer, just so that you have that mana pool. Soul Ring kind of even better because it gives you the extra 6 strength.
Alright, just based on this laning stage, who do you currently favor? Like, who do you think this laning stage favors?
Sun Gaming.
Dire's top tower is
I mean,
under
game
attack.
is pretty even though. Popped the Exorcism on the mid.
Yeah,
Nice.
because they thought they could go for
Yeah.
the kill with the Sand King, but there was a good Nightmare. This Bane's positioning has been so on point this game.
Like, you have Luna, who's gonna hit level 6 pretty soon. You have Doom, who is level 6. Does he have phase boots? Yes, he does. So they should make a rotation.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The best
That should help.
kill they could get is to kill Tiny. Tiny should not be at the
Radiant's
top
middle
anymore. It's
tower
minute
is
8.
under attack.
It's been enough. They should just swap around with the Tidehunter on top.
Sand King dies in front of a haste rune. DP gets lifted back. Her Exorcism literally just ran out. Can they go for this kill? A double Soul Siphon. I'm not sure this is the kind of kill you're looking for. And in fact, AA comes in here as well. A lot of damage onto the Rubik. Doom used on the Lina. I'm not sure that was a good one. Is it going to be enough? The Doom is going to try and hunt her down. Like you mentioned, does have phase boots. But of course, Bane is here as well. Going to make sure that the Doom can't continue giving chase. And I don't know about this play. DP, please.
I'll save a teammate die. Alright, that's a team play right there.
Luna does get a solo kill bottom with the showing off her ultimate, like you pointed out, literally
Radiant's
just hit level
bottom
6
tower
and
is
immediately
under
went for the
attack.
kill. But yeah, that was
Dire's top tower is under
a series
attack.
of unfortunate events.
By Lemony Snicket.
At least they got the.
Dire's middle tower
Wait,
is
what?
under attack.
Series of unfortunate events. Lemon is naked. No. It's an old movie. I think it's a TV
Dire's
show
top
now
tower is under attack.
with the guy Barney Stinson.
You will find out this entire week that I am uncultured. Flood. Top lane. Tiny. Gets out of there.
This is not cultural. This is
I mean, just
entertaining.
in general. No, just I mean, just in
Radiant's
general. I
middle
just don't know a
tower is
lot of
under
things.
attack.
I've not watched a lot of, for example, TV shows. Like, if you made a Game of Thrones reference, I wouldn't understand it. Anyway, that was the first Doom use earlier on the Lina. Didn't result in a kill, but he has it up at 50 seconds again. I think ideally, when you do have that first Doom, you probably want to smoke up with the Set King and go for a kill. It was a bit, not necessarily rushed, but they're like, oh, that's Lina, maybe we can kill her.
Yeah, well, Tiny's getting close to his Blink Dagger, so that's when they're gonna try to take a fight. Tidehunter still saving a point for the Ravage. If they try to go on him, maybe he will just get a Kraken Shell, or I mean, he's level 7 now, so
Money's burned.
he should get a point in Ravage.
Bane is just playing very aggressively in general, just positioning himself very aggressively. Lina right now went for the Arcane Boots first, probably going to use that later for the Bloodstone. Going to go for the Shadow Blade first, it seems. Sort of the standard build, right? Shadow Blade into Bloodstone.
Yeah. Buell Scepter after, and just for setting up kills,
No.
have survivability. Tiny's gonna go for Blink Dagger. You don't want to have 2 cores to build into Shadow Blade. That's pretty stupid.
It's a very...
Let the
They
shark
just hate the Titan. Committing Doom and the AA ultimate. Obviously, AA ultimate only has like a 30-second cooldown. Is it 30 seconds? That's 40 seconds.
Yeah, but look at Tidehunter, just countering the Doom, not even skilling ulti.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Basically, yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant
Looks like
structures
they're going to get
are
this bottom
fortified.
tower with the Exorcism, or at least they're trying to. They do have a siege grip as well, so this should be a tower, but at the same time, they're smoking for this bottom tower to try and defend this. Without the blink, Tiny is still 100 gold away from the blink. Oh, somebody TP'd in for the
Dire's
defense
middle
here.
tower
It's a
is
Titan.
under
He does have Ravage, uses it as well, connect onto 3 in fact. There's the support coming in from the side as well. Who do they go for first? Looks like they're going to go for the Doom. A+ connects onto 3 in fact. Doom still falling. Top lane in the meantime, Lina dies as well. They're going to catch the AA. Luna, TP rather, TP'd out already. Yeah, that's a kill.
I'll take your
Okay, that's Blink Dagger on a Tiny now. They did not have it in the previous fight. Good
Radiant's
positioning by
middle
Doom.
tower
He was
is under attack.
standing here, trying to
Dire's bottom
just
tower
see
is
if
under
anyone
attack.
TPs
TPs.
in,
Yeah, but AoE from Ravage is too big. Even
Radiant's
caught
top
AA
tower
there.
is under
They need
attack.
the... Okay, what did Luna do?
They together with the Sand King, they killed Lina. So that was still a pretty
Dire's
good
structures
trade, right?
are fortified.
Yeah, you lose the Doom and the AA, but you get the Lina in return. And it was also the Ravage, so I feel like you're fine with that.
Yeah, because Luna went for level 2 Lunar Blessing, she skipped 1 point in
Dire's
Lucent
bottom
Beam,
tower
because
is under
there's
attack.
a huge difference between level 3 and level 4 Moonglaves,
Right.
3 and 6, so he's just gonna get the glaive so he can farm more efficiently.
That's a good point. Still was able to get that solo kill earlier though onto the Tidehunter with just 3 points in Lucent Beam. I mean, it's still a lot of damage. Item-wise, we have the Hood under the Doom. Probably gonna fill that same role that we've seen from the Doom earlier, from the Tidehunter earlier. Just playing really tanky, making sure you survive and just get the Ravage off.
Yeah, Pipe is gonna be a good
Dire's
choice
middle
against
tower has been
Lina,
denied.
Tiny, Rubik. Well, what does Rubik have? Not too much. What is he building? A bracer? What?
Probably drums.
Yeah. Like, didn't really feel the influence of that position for Rubik so far.
No, definitely not yet, but it does get easier over time. You know, once you get the levels, once you get the if you ever get pick like up a blink, I feel like it's much easier to play like a flashy Rubik once you have a blink.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's a
attack.
kill in the jungle. They do find the DP. And with that, they should be able to
Dire's
pressure
middle
this top tower,
is
but
under
at the same
attack.
time, Sun Gaming pressuring the bottom tower as well.
Well, the problem for King Gaming is their
Radiant's bottom
siege
tower
power,
is under
the
attack.
damage they deal to
Scanning.
buildings. They need to take the fight first. Like you can't have
Dire's
Tiny
structures are
standing in the
Radiant's
front line
bottom
just saying,
tower
"What
has
up? I'm gonna
fallen.
hit the buildings."
Right.
Dire's
He's gonna
top
get
tower
doomed,
is under
blasted,
attack.
stunned, whatever. On the other side, you have Luna.
Radiant's
plus
middle tower is
DP
under
ulti.
attack. Dire's top
can do it
tower
so
has
easy.
fallen.
For sure. Mid lane.
Blessings
There
upon
was
a
a
loyal
wraparound for the
warrior.
Sand King, but Sand King retreating. Or rather, foraying into the enemy jungle. Both teams sort of missing each other at the moment.
That's a Shadow Blade on Lena finished.
Dire's top
They have
tower
a
is
one
under
more
attack.
here, so they should try to make a move. Ravage is up.
Dire's structures are fortified.
AA Blast connecting onto. Do they want to fight this? They don't have a blink on SK yet, so their initiation is pretty weak right now.
He just showed his blink Shadow Blade on Lena.
On Lena?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for them.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, have to be careful. The Dire scan does connect those, so they know that there's more in the vicinity. And I feel like if you're Sun, you don't take the team fight right now because you don't have any vision there and you don't have any initiation.
Yeah, Sanctum Blink Dagger is
Very important.
very, very far away. 1,000 gold.
At the very least, the Yules onto the DP will also change a lot of things. So, again, I don't think they should take this fight, but at the same time, King Gaming is also just not looking to this for this fight anymore. Retreating, gonna pick up some farm. Bit unfortunate because, you know, Lena just picked up the Shadow Blade. Ideally, you want to do something with it. Once you pick up that Shadow Blade, similar to the Tiny that we've seen in the past couple of games, once you pick that item up, you want to do something. And this is the smoke I was looking for when the Doom hit level 6 in the first place. Smoke together with the Sand King AA. There's so much damage on their side. They can pretty much kill anybody that they find. And well, if they're unlucky, they might only find a Rubik. If they're lucky, they're gonna find the Lena.
Oh, do they have any reveal? Yeah, Sanctum has it. Does not.
Oh,
Misses a
misses.
stun.
Nice ultimate from the AA, the 1-3 Doom.
Whoa.
Hits the Titan, but after the Ravage connected already, they burst down the Doom, but also the Rubik, and there's the Luna with the ultimate. The Epicenter connects as well. So much burst damage here from Sun Gaming, and they find a triple kill for the DP. Even got the tier 1 tower with it.
Yeah, well, what it looks to be a disaster, how the thing started for Sun. Sand King
Radiant's
misses a stun,
structures
Rubik
are
steals it,
fortified.
Doom used
Radiant's
on a
middle
Tide
tower
Hunter
is
who
under attack.
pops the Ravage at the same second. But the team fight they have is just too damn strong.
It's much superior
Yeah,
for sure.
Dire's
also
top
look at
tower
what
is
Tiny
under
went
attack.
for. 30 damage instead of
Radiant's
magical
middle
resistance.
tower
Like, this
has
is
fallen.
Against this lineup.
yeah, this is the lineup you want to have. Like you want to have as much magical resistance as possible. This is super greedy.
Even like a casual hood would be totally justifiable against this lineup. But yeah, that's a bit of a greedy play for sure. In general, Sun Gaming definitely benefited from the fact that they could just walk in there. They didn't even need to really engage top lane Tide Hunter. Sand King finds him, doesn't even need to stun him because he can just body block him.
Bottom tower.
And Tiny comes in though. There's the turnaround potentially. Now they have to be careful, and they do find the kill onto the Sand King. Luna looks to be the next one. There's a
nice stun.
And the Laguna Blade on top of it. This is gonna be a wipe. 3 heroes killed. Double kill for the Tiny. Lena finds a kill as well. And that's a streak ended onto the Luna as well. That's maybe a little bit cocky there, not committing their abilities to kill that Tide Hunter.
That should help.
And, I'm not sure what they could have done to actually kill the Tide Hunter. Like, there's no Epi, there's no Doom, so he just has a Kraken shell to
True.
remove whatever they throw at him.
So in general, it was just, you know, killing Tide Hunters is very difficult in general, especially because he does have that pipe active with poison. He didn't even need to use his 17 stick charges. He has 17 stick charges. Wasn't even threatened. These are the kind of kills that King Gaming needed after that sort of botched team fight.
yeah, it's really
Dire's middle tower is
unnecessary
under attack.
rotations. If they catch Sanking here,
Huge
they're gonna
delaying
delay
that
the
blink.
blink. Yeah.
There's a Blink Avalanche toss as well, and the Light Strike Ray on top of it.
DP TPs. What?
She didn't cancel the TP. That's a Fiend script. It's gonna connect for sure, and it's gonna make
Sanking
sure.
buying back.
What is this? They're gonna look for the fight. DP still dies. Where's the? What abilities do they have left? Luna does find the Lina though. Maybe it is sort of worth it, I guess, if they do get the supports. But there's the Ravage coming in. Tiny comes in as well. Makes sure to kill the Luna. There's a Doom onto the Tiny, but it's a bit late, of course. Both carries already dead. Epicenter making sure that they do get this Tiny kill. But do they get the Titan on top of it? And was it worth it? They do lose the 2 cores. And it was a buyback onto the Sand King. Can they even kill this Titan?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yes, Gush, they have to be careful not to kill Ice Ice. Ice Ice might just be... If he has another Gush available, it would have been killed.
You should not try to stun him.
Yeah, that would have been suicide for sure. So overall, it's a 4-for-3 trade with a buyback forced onto the Sand King, who already was starved for Blink Dagger.
He's still 800 gold away from that Blink Dagger.
And it's worth noting that the Tiny did get the kill onto the Luna, so he got the full experience from that kill. I don't know, would you say it's still a worthy trade for the Dire side? I mean, they did get 4 kills in total over the 3 kills that they gave away.
Yeah, plus Ravage was used. Yeah, they didn't even commit DP ulti, and should be fine for them.
The wages of fear.
I was surprised DP didn't cancel the TP there.
Yeah, it must have been a collective call to just go for that fight. Just bait them in, I guess, with that TP, but bit of a bold choice. Of course, that, you know, her item build does make it easier for her to stay alive, right? She does have the hood, and she does have the Yulds, and she did stay alive for quite a long time.
Doom has a full pipe. That's gonna help their team fight a lot.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, against the Rubik, against the Lina, Tiny, definitely important to have these abilities available, or to have that item available. So basically a pipe on both sides. Death Prophet ultimate is available. What do you do with this now? Do you force an objective? Do you maybe try and force bottom tower, push it?
Luna has a BKB flying, so they want to take a fight now. If they could take a fight near their tier 2 tower at the top, they even have time to take the Roche after, so they're fine with Keen Gaming trying to push.
Oh, top lane looks like they want to look for a fight. Double silence from the DP. That's a huge one. Lina gets forced out away from the Rubik, but is it enough? The Doom on top of it makes sure that she dies. Where's the follow-up, though? They committed 2 ultimates for this, and not going to find anything more. But with the DP ultimate active, could they go for Roche? Oh, well, they're going to go for the Spain first. The Yule Step still catches down. Silence actually doesn't connect.
Yeah, that's a lot of time wasted for DP. Ult is running out. Meanwhile, Tiny pushing bottom.
Well, double damage for the Luna makes sure that this Roshan is much easier.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Who do you give Aegis to? Luna, right?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Luna's getting a lot of fun. Died 2 times, but still, they even defended the bottom tower. Sanking picked up the Blink Dagger, so their team fight is gonna be easier. Sanking's not that classic initiator. Alright, Luna with that double damage just ripping through the Tide Hunter.
I have to question why they even went in there. What did they think they could do?
I can't answer the question because it makes no sense.
The Tiny wasn't even there. I guess the Tiny was on his way there, but when he saw that they were going to lose the fight, he just bailed. But generally speaking, it was a very questionable decision, losing 2 heroes like that. Of course, they didn't have any vision there, so they didn't even know that Luna had the DD in the first place, but still, questionable decision for sure. And bottom lane already pushing in, so they're going to get most likely a tier 2 out of this as well. But Tiny doing a good job at still pushing. You mentioned it earlier, pushing the bottom lane and now getting a tier 2 top.
Is under attack.
They have a Blink Dagger on Tide Hunter.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I mean, DP showed on top, so they know she's not gonna be there.
Caught out. Should be an easy kill for them. They're gonna chain stun, making sure that he doesn't get any ability off. The ultimate is not gonna connect at all, and tier 2 should be taken.
Yeah, they need to execute these things better.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And
fallen.
they're giving away too many like stupid kills that just they don't have to. Like that Bane, what's he doing there? What does he gain from being their bottom? Really?
I mean, they had Tide Hunter with a Flame Dagger who was kind of...
DP getting caught out mid. There's the blink reveal. Well, not really a reveal, but you know, the aggressive force after the Rubik, and then the double blink from Tiny Titan making sure they get the kill.
Give this to Tiny. Yeah.
Arcane mystery.
Oh, that pain. Never mind. Did he just take it? Yeah, he did.
Tide Hunter.
Well, now they want to look for a fight, probably. DP is still dead for 40 seconds. They have an Arcane Rune on the Ravage. But it doesn't really look like something is giving it to them. Lina has a Bloodstone available.
That should help.
It's had it for a while, I guess. Haven't really felt an impact from the Lina this game.
Dire
Yeah,
are
that's...
scared.
Oh!
So close!
Dire's top
Yet
tower
so
is
far.
under attack.
I'm gonna scout out the Lina bottom now. Yeah, I don't know. Lina is 2, 4, and 6, so basically involved in 8 out of 15 kills. I guess it's half of the kills, but still, doesn't really feel like Lina has done much this game, and she's not like farming extraordinarily either, right? Feels like the Tiny has been much more active, and yeah, he's been involved in 11 of the 15 kills. And in general, just being more aggressive when it comes to pushing as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Lina can only pick off AA, and that's it.
I feel like she missed her timing, similar to what we saw from the Tiny in a couple of games ago. Right? She picked up the Shadow Blade, but then they didn't really commit for a fight because she revealed the Shadow Blade too early. Mid lane, they're gonna go for the Tiny, they're gonna commit 3 ultimates for it, and that's gonna secure it. It's an easy kill for them, and no support in sight. I mean, Rubik was technically there, but it's not really
Radiant's
much he
top
can
tower
do.
is under attack.
Aegis still available onto the Luna, and they're gonna look towards pushing the top lane.
Yeah, she's gonna
top
have a
tower
butterfly.
has fallen.
Do you go high ground with this?
Yeah. It's time to go. They don't have a Doom, no Epi as well,
Dire's
but
middle tower is under
they can
attack.
still go
Radiant's
for it, I
top
think.
tower is under
Wages
attack.
of fear.
DP has ulti, so that's what they need.
Yeah, I think that's the important one, and of course you do want to make
Radiant's
use of
top
that
tower
Aegis, so
has fallen.
definitely gonna be a good one. Plus the Tiny's still dead for
Dire's
30
bottom
seconds.
tower has
Tiny
fallen.
might even need to buy back here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
These kind of buybacks suck. 20
Radiant
seconds.
structures are
Yeah,
fortified.
once the tower goes down, the Raxes are gonna go down. Tiny
Nice
needs to
blink
buy
in
back
from the
now.
Ravage. But from the Tiny, they do burst down the DP. The A blast connects and they're gonna kill the Lina in return. Luna is just too strong right now with the
Dire's
BKB
middle
active.
tower
Tiny
is
did
under
not buy
attack.
back, so the follow-up on the
Radiant's
Ravage
top
was
tower
rather
is
minimal.
under attack.
They only find
Radiant's
the
top tower has fallen.
DP, and like you mentioned, once the tier 3 falls, kind of scary right now.
Yeah, Lina is out though.
She's
Lots
back.
of charges.
Yeah, lots of charge. Well, Bane is gonna fall here for sure. Tiny does come in, but this Doom is super tanky with the pipe on top. Triple light strike away from the Lina, and now they're gonna clean up. That's an Aegis, and she's gonna die again for sure. What a huge stun from her. Well, you can tell how much they struggled to kill her. Actually, it does take a little bit of time, but a huge team fight for them, killing 4 heroes in total. Killing that Luna was so important here, and yeah, Tiny not buying back paid off for them.
I don't know how they blew up DP before the fight started. Now it's gonna be a lot harder because of the BKB.
Yeah. It was just, Ravage and Lina just pretty much dropped all of her entire combo onto the DP, I believe, so just a lot of damage, really. And now she's playing very aggressively. Back to 14 charges. She was 14 before the fight, lost a couple of course because she died, and now she's back to 14. Looking for a killing with the Shadow Blade. Not gonna find anybody though.
Tidehunter is getting close to level 20. He
Oh,
doesn't.
DP getting caught out with the Avalanche here. Pops the BKB, Doom onto Lina. That's strong, but where's the follow-up? The AA Blast is going to connect. This is going to be enough.
Yeah.
Doom is going to continue giving chase, and this should be enough. In the meantime, in the backline, yeah, that's the Tiny running away with his own BKB, but Sand King is going to continue chasing him, kiting him around. No, Fiend Script there. Going to connect onto the Sand King. They're going to disrupt it. They want the Tiny. They don't care about this Bane. They want the Tiny. Not going to get it, though.
It's time to go again. Luna is gonna have ulti DP 10
Ice
seconds.
wants to chase this.
He's alone though. He wants
He's
AA.
epicenter. He's
He wants
epicenter.
AA to use the blast.
Just the ultimate, yeah. Just the both ultimates should be enough, or could be enough. Who knows?
He's using Epi. No blast though. Something's flying.
All the doom is here. AA blast is so gonna miss, but they might still have enough. Yeah, they do.
I love how Sanking even used the dust, even though Tiny does not have a Shadow Blade or anything.
Just for good.
Just in case.
Just in case. Maybe he picked up like an item and you didn't realize. Now they don't have a dust with the Lina bottom, or rather in the enemy jungle. Luna secures a kill into the Bane. Well, Lina's doing the right thing and cutting the wave, but they still have one wave available.
Yeah. First, Luna disassembled Mask of Madness to buy full Butterfly
She
because
buys
she,
Mask of
yeah,
Madness
she
again.
bought another mask.
I like this. I like this.
Because they feel they can
Barracks are under attack.
finish the game here. And
It's
Mask of
Luna
Madness.
naked racks.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Dream.
top barracks has fallen.
Really. Question is,
Radiant's top barracks has
how can they
fallen.
contest this? Does Tiny have to buy back? They're gonna lose another tier 3, very likely.
He stole the Exorcism. What?
What? How?
He forgot
Tiny
to
does
use
buy
any
back?
spell.
Doom almost melts here, and he does. But with his tiny buyback, they want more. AA potentially gonna go for a solo kill here onto the Rubik, and does not get it. Was that enough to keep him alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the pipe on
Fine.
top, yeah. But that was a tiny buyback.
I'll
A
take
minute, and I'll only get 2 kills in return.
How do you steal Exorcism, man?
I don't know.
Like it was popped 15 seconds before.
It was pop like here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm very surprised, but yeah, he did steal it. Maybe he just forgot to use a spell afterwards. Whatever. I can afford to give away the spell.
There's a second pipe on DP.
That feels
Pipe
a little bit
plus the
excessive.
BKB.
Yeah, she's gonna be very difficult to bring down. For sure.
You know who doesn't care about the magical damage? Tiny.
Tiny. Yeah.
Tiny plus 30 damage instead of magic resistance.
Smoke mid.
Radiant
Radiant's
are
gonna
scanning.
Successfully scan the enemy. I wonder, do you just blindly blink in? Can't really afford to. Tiny did buy back, but that could be a play here. Oh, Luna very aggressively. Blink, lift. That's the Ravage on top. They just want this Luna. Fiend Script, Laguna Blade, everything, but is it gonna be enough? They do burst her down, but there's the combo. Or there's the
She has a buyback.
She does have buyback, doesn't she? But where's the fallout here? They don't have the damage just yet. The A blast did connect, but they don't want to commit to this just yet. Don't have the DP ultimate, so without that, they don't want to take that fight. 25 seconds for that. And the thing is, they know, because Rubik did, or well, they just in general know how long that cooldown is, right? So 25 seconds on that. Luna another 60 minutes. They want to force his buyback. Double stun here for this SK. Ravage has been committed.
Yeah, they use 3 ultis. Lina, Bane, and Tidehunter to take Luna down.
Half double siege creep. That's pretty huge for them. And Lina is so good in these sieges. So much damage here from the low ground. They do go for the tiny buyback. Not committed from the Luna just yet. They want to fight this without her. Rubik in the midst of things. Gonna steal the Sandstorm. Not gonna do much, so he's still gonna fall. Where's the... They want more. They need more here. There's a double stun again from the Sand King. Triple silence from the DP. What can Keen Gaming do here? They don't. Where's the damage here? Tiny is getting kited around. Can't really do too much. Lina falls in the backline. Does drop a Laguna Blade in the end there, but doesn't really do too much. Bane is also gonna fall, and now Tidehunter just TP's out. Should be able to get out indeed. And in the Radiant base, double siege creep here already as well.
Yeah, they lost tier 4 tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
Roshan spawned.
just
Why
spawned.
not? Because why not?
Roshan or Iceark just wants Sun Gaming to win this game, really. Giving them a Roshan, effectively free Roshan at this stage.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to fight once Luna gets that Aegis. Tidehunter is getting super close to the pressure. 700 away.
That could be a turning point. That
Yeah.
pressure. That could definitely be a turning point. And he has Arcane Boots and Soul Ring to make sure he does have the mana, which is definitely a concern. But yeah, that could be a big one. At the same time, this is going to be Aegis plus cheese.
Roshan has fallen to the dive.
If it was difficult before to kill either Death Prophet or Luna, it's going to be much more difficult now. MKB being built onto the Lina doesn't have buyback. Let's check buyback, shall we? On the Radiant side, actually, she does have buyback. What? That's buyback? Alright.
Yeah, reliable gold.
Insane, man.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
She's the only one who has buyback on her team. Other players in this game, DP and Sandking. Everybody else, no buyback either because they don't have the money or because they expended it already.
Yeah, this feels so sad. Tidehunter needs
Radiant's
that
bottom
refresher
shrine
orb, is
has
farming
fallen.
the lane where he doesn't get a lot of gold.
Right.
And Lena just spamming it. Okay, Gush, just to secure that one creep.
So close to that. 700 gold away from the refresher. The pinging of the Sand King, getting this kill could be huge. Honestly, just killing the Sand King ensures that Sun probably won't take a team fight. Without the Sand King, do you really want to take a team fight? But they're smoked up now. They're the ones to look for a team fight here with their smoke. Sand King was baiting, if anything. It feels almost too obvious at this stage. Bane might be the first victim here. Indeed does get Yules. Should be silenced up as well. Nope.
I must be
He
dreaming.
really doesn't want to use his silent. Doom just blinks into the enemy base, gets lifted up, has to be careful, gets Gush as well, but he's pretty tanky. Gets the Laguna Blade though, and pops the BKB. Might not be enough, indeed he does, but Luna indeed turns it around, kills the Lina, and now Lina's dead, no buyback.
Radiant's middle
Did she?
tower
Yeah, she
has
finished the
fallen.
MKB before that fight
Oh.
began.
Structures
Well, yeah,
are
that's
fallen.
3 set of Raxes there.
Radiant's
That's,
middle barracks are
Nothing
under
they can
attack.
do about this.
that's the game.
Radiant's
Titan
middle
does have
barracks
the Ravage,
has
of
fallen.
course.
Radiant's middle barracks
The
has
Refresher
fallen.
Ravage that he's been working for so hard. And I believe they've seen it already that he has Refresher Shot. Yeah, he's getting pinged out. But what can they do,
Radiant's bottom
really?
tower has fallen.
Everybody dead. They could blink in.
You can just use it for the lulz.
Radiant's
Yes, but he's getting silenced now.
the dark
Up against
tower
Mega
has
Creeps.
Mega
Tiny
Creeps.
pops his BKB. Is this gonna be it? No. This is pretty rough for King Gaming. They have one last hurrah.
Yeah, they don't have the best wave clear. Tiny is alright, Lina is okay. Maybe if they put a Tide on a one lane.
If this was the dire lineup,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Luna against this is like easy peasy. But this is not as easy peasy. But yeah, that Lina finishing the MKB before that fight, overextending a little bit, and honestly, this SK has been on point. Ice on this SK has been on point this entire game. Just finding those clutch stuns.
Invisibility?
Oh, look at that fancy little item. Eon Disc on Sanking.
And this, oof.
Yeah, well, it's really good against this kind of lineups where they,
bursted.
yeah,
Where they want to burst you.
otherwise the item is pretty shitty, one of the shittiest ones.
Doom could probably also build one, honestly. I mean, you just want to survive him.
Against the Doom or on Doom?
On Doom. Or even the Tidehunter.
I mean, Doom has a beacon.
Oh yeah, he's tanky. He's plenty tanky. Actually, he did die earlier. That was a bit too bad. Oh, double stun from the Sand King. Bottom here, they fight the Doom onto the Tidehunter. He just wants to use his refresher, man. Oh, nice toss from onto the Sand King, but AM just keeps him alive. Fiends come onto the Sand King now. He really wants this kill, don't they? Are they gonna get it? Yes, they are. But the Ancient is completely naked now, completely exposed. Where's the first Ravage? There it is, but it's not going to connect. Nobody's in range. Luna even has her BKB. There it is. The second Ravage connects onto 3, but once again, Luna just holding her ground, hitting the Ancient. She just ignores everybody else and is going to go for the final push, making sure they win the game. Sun Gaming take it back in game number 2 and force at game number 3 against Keen Gaming. What a game.
Yeah, this was the best game so far of these Chinese qualifiers. I expected Lena to do better. I guess that's why she's not picked that often. Really bad at the early stages.
Yeah,
Until
you
she
did
get like level 3 Dragon Slave. She's super weak.
You did question, right? Or the fact that you know,
Yeah.
there's a reason why Lena hasn't picked us often, and I definitely think we felt it in this game that she didn't really have a lot of impact. We talked about this in the middle of the game. Definitely didn't feel like she did a lot. Was only part of like a third of all the kills, if anything. On the other hand, I think Sun Game. I mean, you mentioned it already during the draft as well. Sun Game had like a really good draft.
Yeah, they had the heroes they wanted to have, big
The
AoE
heroes you
ultis.
wanted to have.
Yeah, I wanted to have these heroes as well. I would love to play with them at least AA if nothing else.
No, that was a good lineup, but also just great execution. I think I said it was really impressive on that.
Yeah,
Sun
these
Game.
2-3-man burrow strikes really sealed
Yeah.
the deal for them.
All right, that's gonna be it for game number 2. But obviously that means we're gonna have a game number 3 in just a little bit. Honestly, these games, I mean, there haven't really been big breaks between games. Been really quick actually.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, me too. All right, we're gonna be back in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned and enjoy some Monster Cat.